Quick question for you. How many drinks did you have last weekend? If you're like most guys, you probably think that drinking a couple of beers or a glass of wine won't hurt your gains. But here's the truth. The way you handle alcohol could be the single biggest reason why you're not seeing muscle growth or losing fat at the rate you should. I'm Rick Jones, and I've been training for over 20 years, deep diving into nutrition and resistance training. And after analyzing content produced by hundreds of natural lifters as well as fitness gurus, I've come to the shocking truth. Most natural lifters are sabotaging their gains without actually even knowing it. Now, I know what you're thinking. Come on, 1 or 2 drinks won't make that much of a difference. But if you're serious about muscle growth, performance, as well as recovery, you need to understand what alcohol really does to your body and why every sip matters. Stick around because I'm going to break down exactly how alcohol impacts muscle building, recovery, and fat loss, and what you can do to fix it. And trust me, after this, you'll never look at that drink the same way again. Let's get into it. The first thing you need to know is consuming alcohol has an impact on muscle protein synthesis. Your body's going to actually respond to different stimuli. So when you go ahead and train, after your training, you're going to have your mTOR, which is a key signaling pathway in your body that's kind of like a light switch where it's going to say, well, okay, you went ahead and you destroyed the muscle. There's inflammation in your body. You need to fix it. You need to repair it, and you need to actually grow that muscle. So when you go ahead and consume alcohol, you block the pathway from your body from doing that. The reason why that pathway is blocked is because your body is going to actually prioritize going to address the toxins that are in your blood. So that is going to be the primary focus for your body instead of actually addressing the inflammation that you have. So that in essence has an impact on your muscle growth directly. Now, I'm not saying that it's going to be something that's going to last for a very long time, but depending on the amount of alcohol that you consume, well, that's the amount of time that your body's actually going to be responding to removing the toxins instead of using that energy to grow the muscle. And the longer that you stay in that state, the less that you are building muscle. The other thing that you need to keep in mind is when it comes to consuming alcohol, well, that has an impact on your hormones in your body. So the primary hormone that's responsible for muscle growth is testosterone. And consuming alcohol actually inhibits testosterone. When it comes to testosterone being produced in your body, well, that happens mostly during the deep sleep and in the REM sleep phase, where about 70% of testosterone is produced during that phase. Alcohol actually, decreases your sleep quality, and that's going to lower your testosterone, and you're not going to be able to build muscle. The other hormone that you need to consider is cortisol, and that is the stress hormone. So when you're extremely stressed, your body actually produces cortisol. And the more that it produces cortisol, the less testosterone that you're going to produce. Producing cortisol as well, it has been linked to contributing to muscle protein breakdown. And it's also linked to creating visceral fat. So these are things that you want to avoid. You want to actually promote testosterone in your body, and testosterone is that growth hormone, which actually is associated to lean muscle mass and reducing body fat. So if you go ahead and consume alcohol, well, you're going to be promoting cortisol instead of testosterone, and that's going to directly impact your muscle growth. I get it. Holidays are approaching, and there's going to be a lot of alcohol involved in all of the parties that you've been invited to. So let's be a little bit more strategic in terms of our alcohol intake. Work on the quantity. So things that you can do is, for instance, alternate between non-alcoholic beverages and alcoholic beverages. Second thing that you can do is take a look at the timing that you are looking to consume the alcohol. You know that your different muscles need time to recover. So some muscles that are larger will take, 48 to 72 hours, like your legs, whereas smaller muscles, like for example, your biceps or triceps will take, about 24 hours to 48 to recover. So that being said, if you plan on consuming alcohol, or if you do end up excessively consuming alcohol, well, know that the next day you may not want to do a very strenuous workout, for example, hitting your legs. You may, in fact, consider doing a light workout or just keep that as a recovery day. I mean, it might be difficult enough as it is because you may be hungover. So that's something to keep in mind when it comes to going ahead and training the next day. So try to time your alcohol because you can't cheat time. Your liver is going to have to detox your blood, and that's going to take time. So there's nothing that you can do except rest and wait it out until your body cleans out your system. The other thing that you can do is you can take a look at making sure to consume a lot of water, hydrate, include electrolytes in that water, and just make sure to focus more on recovery. So take it easy on that day post drinking. Try not to do too much because your body is not going to be in a state where it's going to be strong enough to go ahead and be productive in your muscle training. And the last point is to try to prioritize sleep. Obviously, like I said before, alcohol does have an impact on your sleep. You're not going to be achieving a deep sleep as you should be. And so you're going to, feel more tired, and you're going to feel more groggy because of the lack of sleep. And that is going to be detrimental because you're going to have a little more cortisol in your system. So try to prioritize sleep in order to flush out the toxins out of your system. So you may have a few people around you who are going to be raising a few objections to you trying to avoid alcohol. So one of your friends might say, hey, look, one drink isn't going to hurt. But the fact of the matter is that one drink does have an impact. And the more drink that you have, the more exponential the impact that it has on your muscle growth. So that being said, avoid it. One drink does actually hurt. Another common objection that you're going to hear is a glass of red wine a day is actually good for you. But it's not the alcohol in the wine that's good for you. It's the tannins, the antioxidants from the grapes is the part that's actually good for you. So eating grapes is healthy, it's great, but the alcohol portion is not. And there you have it, guys. Those are the reasons why we should avoid alcohol at all costs if our primary focus is to gain muscle. Now, if you've enjoyed today's video, go ahead and smash that like button and make sure to subscribe to my channel because I don't want you missing any more of my videos. I am happy that you were able to tune in today. So make sure to train hard, train smart, and I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.